Hey guys, so just wanted to share some of the new, I don't know how you say this, they're affirmations, but they're just notes, little notes that I have around my mirror. So I always had this one, I am beautiful inside and outside, and I put this I am Mother Earth, up a few weeks ago. But I just put this one up here. These are part of the ones that I said in the video yesterday how to combat negative self-talk. So you don't have to be beautiful every second. You are enough. This one comes from the body dysmorphia slash OCD that I have, from the negative inner critic that I have, that suddenly makes me self-aware of myself. I'll just be minding my business and I'll get the sudden urge to go look at myself in the mirror, which is partially, it's like 98% body dysmorphia. It like it's like an OCD trigger to make you like check your appearance, and then it's a warped image. Like if you hyperfixate on your nose, it'll suddenly become like a lot bigger in your face compared to the rest of your face, and you're not able to scale it down to the rest of your face. Like you can't look objectively at your whole face. All you see is your nose. So you're like zoomed in on it, like in a camera. If it were just zoomed in on your nose, like all you're going to see is your nose. You're not going to be able to properly see what it looks like on your face. So I do that with certain parts of my body as per body dysmorphia. And it's just really like super frustrating. And I'm not able to figure it out. So I have this, you don't have to be beautiful every second, you are enough, because my goal with all of this and these daily affirmations, specifically at my mirror, so I can see them when I check in the mirror, is to remind myself that I'm trying to hit neutral ground where I'm not worried about being beautiful. I'm just worried, I'm focusing on treating myself like a neutral party, the way I would treat my friends if my friends were overweight the way I am, or the way I would treat my friends if they weren't necessarily beautiful, or they weren't necessarily perfect tens or something, or they were having an off day where they were tired and they had dark circles under their eyes, or their hair was a little messed up, or something like that. Like I'm trying to look at myself objectively instead of beautifully. So I have another one right here. You are beautiful and okay at your current weight, just to calm myself down on my weight loss journey. Because again, with body dysmorphia, like right now, I know I look a lot bigger because I'm in an oversized shirt, but like normally seeing myself looking like this would send me in a tailspin where I would be body checking all day long. And the more I body check, the bigger I look in my mirror because of body dysmorphia. So I would be just in a terrible mood over my weight. I would get increasingly more and more self-conscious, and it would just be a bad day. And those bad days can turn into bad weeks, and bad weeks can be months. And so I could just spend months feeling awful about myself. So I want to remind myself that you are beautiful and okay at your current weight. Just to remind myself that it's okay to feel good in your body, because like sometimes I'll put on a nice outfit, I'll see myself for a split second and I'll feel great, but then like the second time I check the mirror, start to notice my gut or my lipstick might be a little faded, and so I'll feel a little self-conscious, and like it just goes the wrong way. So I want to remind myself of my initial impression of myself, of feeling confident and beautiful in myself, and not hyper fixate on my weight. And my last one is to change the inner critic. um I might move that one and put that like in the center of the mirror itself. So I can actually have my eyes fall on it rather than having to chase it around on the wall. So I'll probably move that on the mirror itself, like I have these other two up here on the mirror. Um, just to remind myself when I'm having a good day and I'm not necessarily hearing that inner critic as much, I want to remind myself to actively work on putting those positive affirmation voices in my head, to remind myself to say the mantras like on a daily basis, so I can put those neural pathways in my head so that it'll start to form new thought processes and new ways of thinking. So I just wrote those three new ones out. The you don't have to be beautiful every second, you are enough, you are beautiful and okay at your current weight, and change the inner critic. So those are my three newest affirmations, and I got this idea, these notes, actually from Chad. And if you're here from the old channel, you know plenty about me and my relationship with Chad and how crazy that all was. But when we were teenagers, he had a lot of very positive affirmations on sticky notes all across his bathroom, like everywhere in his bathroom. And I thought part of his personality being so positive when he wasn't in his moods, like it was a perfect reflection of how his personality was so magnetic. And so I just got the idea to put positive affirmations around my mirrors. I have some in my bathroom as well from him, and that was one of the biggest takeaways I remember from his personality in general, was how positive he could be when he was in a good mood. So I did get the idea to put these affirmations up from Chad, and it is a very positive thing to do if you're struggling with negative thoughts and things like that. So that's where I got the idea from. But it does actually work. So love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.